Hello, good members. Welcome back to RGT to 1K. I'm not feeling the best today, but here we are playing some more machines. I did make one change to the deck I think is worth noting. As you can already see, big on your screen, like right down here. I put a card destruction into the deck. I don't know. Just wanted to give it a shot. I've played it, in some of the lists on this series. I've played it in RGT in the past, of course. You see card destruction in and out of RGT decks all the time. Cut the Lightning Vortex for it. I do think Lightning Vortex is a very powerful card in this deck, but just wanted to give card destruction a shot. And I think that was one of the logical places to put it. So -1 Lightning Vortex, +1 card destruction. We are at 833, I think it was, on the ladder. So we are just a little bit shy of our goal of 1,000, but we've done a lot of winning recently. Hopefully we can keep that going and get another couple of wins in this video. But yeah, it's going to be the deck profile. Let's go ahead and get into the matches. All right, match number 1. Our opponent is 188 elo. We are going to be going second, but like I've said time and time again, that is a-okay with this deck. Obviously, you would rather go first, but pretty good hand. Heavy Storm with a double Reasoning and a Monster Gate. Okay. Hopefully the opponent doesn't call, both of the reasonings correctly. There's a decent chance, we could just win on our first turn, depending on what the opponent does. But opponent's starting on Thunder Dragon, so probably going to be a face-down monster in our near future here, if I had to guess. Doesn't always have to be. Maybe our opponent's on Reasoning Gate. I've seen Reasoning Gate with Thunder Dragon in it before. We see a couple of back row. Okay. And alright, we do have that face down monster. I was correct. Let's see if we have a Trap Dust Shoot. No, we do not. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and lead on Upstart Goblin. I'd imagine one of these in the back row is going to be a Jar of Greed, which is kind of how Turbo does it. Drawing Cyberstein is not bad at all, honestly. We can, yeah, I mean, that is our normal summon. And we can Monster Gate that away. We could definitely still win here. But I'm going to go ahead and Heavy Storm. Well, we could also go into Tear. We'll kind of, see what happens. Oh, what a Torrential and a Raigeki break. So this could very well just be a Sangan or a Serpent or something. It's kind of the monster that you would set Torrential behind. It doesn't have to be that way. And I think we're going to... Did I not click activate? Okay, I did. We're just we're just lagging a little bit. But let's throw down this Reasoning, see what we hit. Hopefully the opponent calls 4. They do. Awesome. All right, any Demox out here? Demox would be excellent. Oh, Blowback. Blowback's actually pretty good here. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit here and shit on the Blowback. All right, let's see. Do I activate the? Yeah, probably activate the effect first. I don't think it really matters here. But let's go ahead and flip some coins. All right, there's a Tails. And a Heads. And a Tails. Okay. Blowback Dragon. Operating as intended, or expected, I guess. It's not really as intended, is it? Oh, they call 4 again. Let's go. Any Demox? Any Demox? Beautiful. Interesting. So let's just get back Monster Gate, right? Because I can summon out Cyberstein, go for Tear, suck that, and then I can Monster Gate both of them off. Sure. Alright, so we should win here. If all goes as planned. I have not summoned, so we'll summon out the old Cyberstein. And we have seen the opponent grab a Kuriboh off of a Sangan that I sucked up with Thousand-Eyes Restrict, but I highly doubt that's going to happen here. I think Thousand-Eyes Restrict is just the most consistent way to go about winning here. Hopefully the opponent, keeps calling 4 for the rest of the match. Oh, we hit Stein. Okay. That was not ideal, but I guess that's one of the... Do I need to put this in defense? 51, 58. It doesn't really matter. We've won the game. Let's just get rid of this one. That's why we got the second monster gate. All right, Facilier, come on down. And that is going to be enough to win the game for us here. Oh God. You all know I've been playing a little bit of Edison. I actually got in my head this, like, I know I make the joke a lot of, oh wait, the opponent's at 9,000. 56. 51.79. Oh, the opponent's not dead here. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have put the Stein in defense. I'm sitting here like, oh, we won the game. We won the game. We haven't won the game yet. And the opponent has Dark Light in the graveyard. Uh-oh. Okay, we could lose here. I got ahead of myself a little bit. Didn't do the math for second Stein. Maybe... Yeah, maybe I should have... I should have just grabbed limiter removal with the Demox, shouldn't I? Yeah. I should have just grabbed limiter removal. But I wanted to sack off the Stein and the Thousand Eyes Restrict. So I would have gone into Stein. Maybe I wouldn't have won, but yeah, now I'm facing down a BLS. They take out the blowback, and I'm dead. Huh. I'll make them attack. Yeah, they attack over the side. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. So if I get back the limiter removal there and I go into... Because I only get to Monster Gate once, and I would hit Stein. So I would have 2 Steins on the board. That's 2,800 plus 28 plus 46. That would do it, right? 28 plus 28 plus 46. Yeah, okay. So I should have gotten limiter removal. Uh-oh. Remember me saying I don't feel the best? I just, for some reason, I just didn't do the math. I was like, oh, well, double Monster Gate gets me there. But no, limiter removal would have been better. Right? If I'm not doing the math wrong, because I would have had 2 Cybersteins. It's 14 plus 46. Yeah, that would have done it. Okay, well. Oops. Definitely threw that game. That's okay. Let's set Scapegoat here and just pass the turn. It's part of the appeal, I think, to these ladder series. You know, sometimes people mess up. That's okay. That's gonna happen. Just a complete... I mean, I don't know. I just didn't look at the other options quite enough. That's all right. We're gonna win this game. Not gonna flip Scapegoat here, even though Heavy Storm's looking pretty juicy. Another limiter. Okay. Just gonna wait on it. I can't like use the tokens here, so there's no reason to use them into Tribe. Just yeah, I guess I do want to Mind Control. If that's a Moth, I really don't want the opponent flipping it for a Pot of Greed. It's a Deco. That's awesome for me. I'll go ahead and flip that up. See if this is okay. Yep, draw a card. Giant Trunade. Okay. Trunade's alright, but I'm just going to give the Deco back. And pass the turn. Really just need like any monster here. Just about all of them are good. I'm going to take the 14 here, I think. The opponent did set. I just don't have anything to do. Yeah, I'm going to take the 14. That's fine. If I draw on a Stein, that's okay. Monster Gate, man. Yeah, I wish I would have flipped the goats now. That's okay. I had this blowback here that I could just discard. I think I'm just going to set Trunade. Sure, that seems fine to me. And pass the turn. Now if the opponent attacks, probably taking the 1400. Yeah, definitely taking the 1400. Because I do not want Tribe doing its thing. Tomato. Okay, that's fine too. I guess now I'll flip up the goats. But if the opponent has like double Raigeki break in response, I don't know. I'm going to flip up the goats here. I want my Stein to be live. If the opponent has like a Solemn Judgment or something, that sucks, but, you know, whatever. It kind of is what it is. Seem tomato, though. It's kind of interesting. All right, we lose 2 of the goats. No big deal. Alrighty, and reasoning. Okay, trap dash shoot's fine. I don't really care about that too much. We lose our blowback dragon. No big deal. All right, and give the deck the old shuffle here. We should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and Giant Trunade. Actually, this reasoning, if the opponent does have double Raigeki Breaker or whatever to get rid of the tokens, reasoning helps out. Book of Moon is fine. They go to hand. It's not Heavy Storm. You don't have to throw those in the graveyard just yet. But I mean, I've got like millions of things here, so I think I'm gonna Monster Gate first. If I hit Demock, if I hit Demock, I just get Monster Gate back. Okay. So yeah, let's just go in on Monster Gate here. Yeah, no problem. You definitely see more Heavy Storms than Giant Trunades in Go format, that is for sure. Cyberstein. I'll pay the 5,000. I'm just gonna get a Gatling Dragon here. I guess I do play the reasoning just to play around Kuhb here. The opponent pretty much saw our entire deck in game 1, so I think this is all right. They call 6, sure. We do have 2 6s in the deck. They saw the blowback. I guess they didn't see the Jinzo game 1, but yeah, okay. We hit the Jinzo, so we don't get to play around Kuhb Sag. Or do we? I can make this 1,400, 2850. No, we don't. Okay, but I'm just going to go ahead and activate Gatling Dragon. I don't think it really matters here, but may as well, once again, just in case of Kuhb. But flipping any less than 3 heads means I have to destroy face-down monsters, so to get those out of the way. This dude's about to be large. We'll go ahead and Megamorph him. All right, make it 52. This makes it 10,400. I don't have to use the other limiter removal here, right? Let me not mess up the math again. This is 9,000. Okay, and the opponent's just going to concede. I was just making sure. I'm not trying to slow roll the opponent. But yeah, I think I'm still going to leave the mind controls in. The tomato can make things a little wonky, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's try to win this game 3 here and hopefully not get punished for completely throwing the first game. All right. Here we are. Pretty decent hand, assuming our reasoning doesn't get called correctly. We do get to see a whole bunch of extra cards, a Jar of Greed and Reckless Greed. Mind Control is always nice. Meta is always nice. We just don't have, the power cards, like limiter removal, and that kind of stuff. That's okay. Let's see what kind of a start our opponent has for us here. They're in the tank on turn 1. Give the hand an old shuffle. All right, we're going to lead on Graceful Charity. That's fine. No Gravekeeper's Watcher for me. Okay, we have a Sinister Serpent. Sure. And no, all right, they left Knock in. Okay. Fine with me. Now they find the Thunder Dragon. Okay. No Dark in the graveyard to speak of. Opponent's going to have 2 Thunder Dragons in hand. We love our opponent finding Thunder Dragon off of Graceful Charity rather than finding it before Graceful Charity. But we still got a whole lot of cards over there. We don't have a Trunade or a Heavy Storm, and our opponent's been very aggressive with setting back row. So, all right. No Dust Shoot. No Dust Shoot. Unfortunate. I think I am going to lead on Mind Control again. Opponent said Deco last time. And once again, I'd rather them not have a Moth here and flip it. Okay, it's Spy. That's fine. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything about that. I could Reasoning here, but I don't think I need to do that. I'm just going to flip up Spy. Alright, I don't have any in my deck. Cool. Can't meta it off, so I'm just going to set all of these greeds. Pass the turn. Give the Spy back. Raigeki break, okay? Not even waiting for the Sinister Serpent. I guess like they're just trying to spike hitting a scapegoat there. Understandable, but I'm totally okay with that. Breaker? Sure. Hopefully they hit Jar of Greed and not Reckless Greed. But they did not get their Serpent back. Over here. Over here. Over here. No, Reckless Greed. Okay, I'll chain it. That's fine. Turn off auto draw. Not the best draws in the world. We're really going to need Reasoning to do something here. Because we don't get to draw next turn. We do get to activate this Jar of Greed, which is pretty nice. I think it was worth it to use the Reckless Greed there, but we'll see where it gets us. I'm going to activate the Jar of Greed now, get my draw for the turn. All right, another Reasoning's pretty good here. I think I am just going to go for it. Like, what is waiting another 2 turns to see one more card do for me? Probably gets me killed, right? So, hopefully... Man, Stein, they called 2. Okay. Hopefully I hit Jinzo then. Alright. Oh, Stein's gone. Let's throw off the Reasoning. The second one. They call 2 again. Alright. Any Jinzos? Facilier. Okay. That one's not bad. Do I want to meta for King Dragoon? Probably. We know about one Thunder Dragon in hand. Yeah. I guess I do. Like, I don't think I'm going to win. I think I needed to hit something a little bit more impactful. Like a DMOC or something. And I needed, I think, both of those Reasonings to go off. But, yeah, that's all right. Kind of did this to myself, right? By losing the first game. I'm just going to attack over the Spy here. No reason to Megamorph there, I don't think. And, yeah, just pass the turn. I don't get to draw next turn either, so, you know, this is what we've got. It looks like we're headed for a loss here. That's okay. Duo? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Set a monster, sure. Not even moving Breaker to defense, okay. Okay, well... my options are not great. I think I'm going to attack over Breaker for damage. Yeah, like if they flip, if it's a Moth, man, we are lagging really bad today. If it's a Moth or something, they flip it up, they grab Graceful Charity, whatever, they're going to get to do that anyway. So I may as well, I guess, get in the damage while I can. The opponent already has a Dark in the graveyard, so that's not really aiding them at all. Can turn auto drawback on, though. That's there's a positive there. Man, we're gonna get tanked in rating here. All right, the opponent has remembered their Sinister Serpent. This time it is a Moth. Okay, get back Duo. No, grabbing back the Graceful Charity. Sure, you got it. What's the follow-up? Sork doesn't do it here. BLS probably kills me. Yeah. Assuming they don't discard a Thunder Dragon, they tribute off Moth. But they did discard the Thunder Dragon, so cool. BLS plus most normal summons will kill me here too. Alright, set a bunch of back row. Okay. Mirror Force, still alive. But I don't really have any I don't really have any options here, right? No, limiter. No. No, no, if I still had Facilier. The Facilier might be dead. To be fair, I'm gonna attack. I don't think there's any world where I hold back and... Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say, I don't think there's any world where, like, I hold back in case of Mirror Force. I think I'm supposed to attack here. There's no replay. This attack goes through. Opponent might be lagging. That's okay. I hear Graceful Charity is really, really good when you get to activate it 3 times. What do we... They just look at their deck for no reason? Because they were looking at the graveyard and then looked at the deck, right? No. Okay. That's fine. I'm not even going to set the limiter into like an MST or something. I need my opponent to not draw BLS. First and foremost. And Mirror Force. All of those would be very bad for me. They drew Pot of Greed instead. Okay. Okay. And yep, there's the Graceful Charity. All good. I need no BLS, no Mirror Force, and I need to... Man, Jinzo, Tribute Summon wouldn't even do it. Okay. Reasoning into Jinzo would do it. Face down monster, reasoning into blowback. Meta. Yeah, I mean, meta into Labyrinth Tank is still not even lethal. My god. Okay. I'll attack the face down monster. I mean, there's a chance, I guess. Right? Another mob. No, there's no chance. There's no chance. Right? I mean, like, all of the power cards could be on the bottom of the deck. That is very true. It wouldn't be the first time I've ever seen that. Graceful, sure. Every time I see Graceful Charity, like, do the auto draw where, like, they type in the shortcut or whatever, it always looks like the opponent's drawing 4, and I don't know why. Probably something to do with my eyes. Duh. Alright, here comes the BLS, right? Yeah, there's the BLS, okay. Darn, it's not in the bottom 13 cards. And a Kaiku? Alright, I'm actually dead now. Ooh, yeah. We lost 23 ELO there because I threw game 1. Ew. That sucks, but you know, that's how it is sometimes. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab another one. All right, match number 2. I feel like we've played against this person at least once on the series. Like, I know this name. Good Lord, they have 20,000 experience. Maybe I've just played against this person a lot, just in general. All right. But pretty nice hand here. Nice little Facilier with the Metamorphosis, double Monster Gate. Opponent leads on a single set back row. I kind of just want to go King Dragoon. Start getting in a little bit of beats here. Sure. Let's do that. It's a little bit aggressive, I guess. But we've got these Monster Gates as backup. And King Dragoon just seems like a pretty safe play here. Let's go ahead and get on in there for 2,400. And I don't mind using the Metamorphosis because I've got another one. So, we'll see. Oh, well, I guess it's going to get torrential. That's fine. Right? They didn't signal that was okay on this. Well, I didn't ask on the summon. I just kind of summoned it. Okay. Yeah, torrential and Mirror Force were like the only ways really to stop that, so I think that's all right. But if we can draw into a Scapegoat, another Facilier, draw into a Cyber Dragon. Oh. Was this the person that we played against that had the twin-headed behemoth for the thumbnail? Oh, nice little Cyberstein. Nice little Cyberstein. Okay. Sometimes you just get there, right? That's how it be. Do they scoop to me making this 84? No. Alright, let's just Monster Gate off the Stein then. Jinzo, cool. And like I said, we had, several draws that make the Monster Gates live there. Oh. Well. Okay. A free 13 elo. Well, we'll take it. We're back up to 18, or back to 823, so we're only minus 10 for the episode. Let's go ahead and grab another one. I don't want to end it on that, but Master of Oz Megamorph, it's been a while. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, match number 2.5. I recognize this name as well, Handsome Mo. I think it's a great name. Man, we've lost all 3 rock, paper, scissors. Okay. That's alright. I kind of just want to gain 10 elo back. That's really all I want. Make this like a flat episode to... I don't feel the need to like make up for my errors. Oh, man. Duo? This hand was so cracked. Alright, get rid of Reasoning. We're going to discard Demock. That's like the scariest thing for your opponent to discard. Off of Duo, you're like, oh no, did I just help them? Yeah, alright. We see Face Down Monster. And then the opponent's going to grab some Thunder Dragons. Silver Lining, we keep our Pot of Greed. That's pretty excellent. So we can kind of get our little minus back here. Cyberstein, okay. Yeah, alright. Pretty good. Let's throw it down as a Graceful Charity too, see what we get. Any Primas? Second Cyberstein's not great. Ring. Okay. Ring's not bad. There's a chance we could win this turn. Opponent's at 7,000, not 8,000. That's actually pretty big. Let's discard True Nade. Probably just discard Cyberstein. So what happens if I go into Thousand Restrict, Monster Gate it off? We're guaranteed to not hit Cyberstein, which is pretty nice, but yeah, there's no way we're going to win. I could go Cyberstein, summon out Gatling Dragon, and hope to... I'm not going to win that way. Interesting. I could just chill. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense with Cyberstein being my monster. I kind of want to go Gatling and give it a shot, but I don't know. That seems like not amazing to me. Maybe I do just set the ring. There's a really good chance the opponent gets us out of Stein range, though, if I do that. Yeah, I'm going to summon Stein. And I'm going to get Tear here, I think. And I'm just going to play this slowly. We'll go for a win on the next turn. I'll take this. Then I get to set my ring. Okay. Spy. Whatever. Do I set the ring? Yeah, I guess I can ring whatever they have for a little extra damage here if I need to. And then we'll pass the turn. Can't attack with a Cyberstein. And then we'll try to Monster Gate. Like, we have Heavy Storm, Monster Gate, Limiter Removal. Okay, the opponent... That's fine. No big deal. I imagine they have an answer for Thousand Eyes Restrict now. Graceful Charity, okay. That's pretty bad for me. That was just a really tough turn. Took a lot of time to think that through. Probably more time than I'm allowed, honestly, but it's okay. Discard Night Assailant, sure. Night Assailant, sure. Now we know 4 cards in hand, though, don't do anything here. A bunch of Night Assailants. 2 Night Assailants, 2 Thunder Dragons. Not really worried about any of those right now. Tribe would be very bad. Mother Grizzly. That's not what I was expecting. And a Chaos Monster? That's not good. Alright, I guess I lose then. Yeah. Okay. But, like, even if I had gone for, like, a bigger... Oh, that might bail me out. Hold on. Premature Burial is really good here. I wish I hadn't discarded the Giant Trunade now. But... it's alright. Yeah. I saw Prima the Democ. Now the question is, do I get Reasoning? Probably. And if the opponent calls it correctly, well, it's not the end of the world. I can still attack over this BLS, right? I could get Pot of Greed, but Reasoning could help me, like, get to a kill a little bit better. I'm not going to kill here, right? No. Let's just get Pot of Greed. I'll activate that. Okay. Oh, meta and Reasoning? Okay. Now I could kill. Because, like, I can meta this off for a Gatling Dragon and see what's up. Alright, I'm going to Reasoning first. See what I hit. I know I'm not going to hit Cyberstein. Oh, they call 4, so we do hit. Alright, Jinzo, come on down. And I need... oh, man. If I meta this off, I need 2 heads. What happens if I get 1? I get rid of the BLS. Attack over Mother Grizzly, 5,200 and a 14 is 38. Puts the opponent at 32, so they get a 15. That's 33? Right? 2 and a 14 is 38. Oh. Okay, well that should kill then. So yeah, let's meta off this. I'm going to hope my math is right here. If I get 3 heads, I don't win. But 1 or 2 heads, I believe, should do it. So, come on, Gatling Dragon. Alright, there's a Tails. Any heads? No. We're not doing this again, are we? Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Wait. No, the same deal still holds, right? I just limiter removal here? Yeah. They take 38 and then 33? What am I doing? I didn't need any heads. Oh, wait, they don't have to search. Yeah. That's alright. I can Monster Gate one of these off, I guess. Look. I told you I didn't feel great at the beginning of the video. And here we are. Yee. Maybe they do search? Alright, they are searching. Bailed out. Alright, this gets in for 34. But, man, this is a masterclass on how to not play Reasoning Gate. No. It's it's 3,400. 48 minus 14. 34. I did the math of attacking over correctly. You're dead, handsome Mo. Sorry to tell you. But this game has come to an end. Alright, Water Chaos? Kind of cool. Don't really know what I need to side here. Might not side anything, honestly, and just kind of, you know, get a little bit more information, because we didn't get a whole lot. We did see double Night Assailant. I don't know. If they're going to be playing Mother Grizzlies and stuff, Brain Control looks good. But maybe I can bring in a Mind Control over the Card Destruction. I forget I don't have the Lightning Vortex here. Sure. Let's give that a try, and let's let's see if we can pick up another win here. Oh, please, 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 please. Apparently, game ones are just not my thing today. All right. This hand's pretty good. A nice little Graceful Charity. Monster Gate. I get to see some more cards. Never mind, the opponent has Duo again. That's why you like to go first with this deck. So you don't just get Duo'd right off the bat. All right, we lose. Reckless Greed. I'm just going to get rid of Jar of Greed, I think. Ring of Destruction seems pretty good here, especially if we're going to be playing Recruiters. I'm definitely keeping my Graceful Charity, of course. Definitely keep my Monster Gate. Opponent has Pot of Greed as well. Okay. And Thunder Dragon, sure. Did we find a Graceful Charity 2 opponent? That would not be ideal for me. But suppose that happens sometimes, right? Opponent's got 7 cards, I've got 3. Oh, what is card advantage? Oh boy. Alright. Alright. Reasoning is quite a good draw here. I'm gonna go ahead and Graceful Charity. The opponent wants to solemn that, be my guest. Okay. Now the question is, do I Reasoning? Might. Stein's a good hit. Can go into Ryu Senshi. And then Monster Gate. Jinzo's a great hit. Blowback's a pretty good hit. Demock's a really good hit. Alright, let's throw down Reasoning. See what happens. And if I do hit something, you know, not incredible, I could make the decision to Monster Gate as well. But we'll see what the opponent wants to do. They call 4? Oh, yeah. Yes. The Jins. The Jins is here. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to attack. Seems good to me. Now the question is, do I set Ring of Destruction? The answer is probably no. Just kind of wait on that, because I don't want it to just, you know, take a stray MST or something here when this could be a win condition. Say the opponent wipes my Jinzo off the board. There's also a chance like I could have Monster Gated off Jinzo, set Ring of Destruction, but I think that's a little aggressive, especially since Jinzo looks awesome here. Though, yeah, Snatch Steal, sure. That's fine. Maybe I was supposed to Monster Gate Ring. I'd thought about it, but... Oh, alright. The opponent's going to sack the Jinzo for me for the Thunder Dragon. Sure, that makes a lot of sense. Mind Control. Well, that one's not good. I think I might set it and Ring just to try to protect Ring here. Sure. Because Ring is lethal. Obviously. Okay. No MST, so I think... I don't want to go below Stein range, I don't think. I'll just Ring here. If the opponent has a Book of Moon, they have a Book of Moon, that's fine. Oh, they have a Solemn Judgment. Okay. That's fine, too. We draw out the Solemn. We take 1600, no big deal. We do need to draw something, though. Reasoning, Snatch Steal, Brain Control... Whole bunch of things win the game here. Stein. Oh, well, we have Monster Gate. So Stein's not a 0 here. Sure. Any Democks? Any Democks? Best I can do is Facilier. Okay, that's fine too. Is something that can attack, and yeah, I mean, I'm going for it here. Let's be real. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Raigeki Break, sure. What are we discarding? Probably another Thunder Dragon. We discard Brain Control. Okay. So we have one Thunder Dragon in hand and then one other? Interesting. Okay. This is fine. I'm just at the mercy of the top of the deck now. Maybe I don't want this mind control. Seeing... Oh, no. Oh, this would have been a Vortex? I would have left the Vortex. Yeah, man, Vortex would have been good here. Monster Gate, not good, though. I will set it. Posture like I have something, even though I don't. MST. Okay, that's a Monster Gate. Alright, looks like we're going to have to fight it out in a game 3. Okay. That's totally fine. Like, there was the line of Monster Gate away the Jinzo. I think that was way too aggressive. I don't think that was totally correct to do. Now that I see some things, I'm going to take out this Mind Control. I'm going to drop a Jar of Greed. I'm going to bring in these Reckless Greed, or then these Royal Decrees, because the opponent's playing Solemn Judgment, and I don't really want to deal with that card. Don't think Messenger of Peace is worth it. I don't really think all these others are super worth it. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Leaving all my giant true nades. Just kind of unfortunate. A lot of times, like if your opponent solemn something, you can kind of push through it. This hand is really good. Love having the brain control here. Lead on Graceful Charity. Oh, ooh, okay. I guess I like all of these. I'm going to discard the Blowback Dragon. I think I'd rather have the Jinzo here. And I guess I just get rid of Reckless Greed. Reckless Greed's good here, but all these other cards are excellent. Yeah. Sure, sounds good to me. And I'm just going to set the old Scapegoat, and I'm going to pass the turn. And we'll see what happens. There is, there's definitely a chance I could just win on the next turn. Do have limiter removal. I've got a Monster Gate. Can take their monster, tribute for Jinzo. Okay. Thunder Dragon. Come on down. What else we got, Handsome Mo? MST. Oh, man. Please don't have Tribe. Tribe would be unfortunate here. But it's not the end of the world. Like, I can... Yeah, there it is. Okay. I can still take that and tribute it for Jinzo or whatever I want to do. So, it's not the end of the world, but it is annoying because now I can't do Monster Gate plus Jinzo. And I have to take 1600, so... I mean, like, having exactly MST Tribe... Cool. It sucks, but... be what it be, I guess. Hopefully that's not a Trap Dust Shoot. Oh, meta? Meta doesn't help out a lot. What if I Monster Gate instead of Summon Jinzo? What does that do for me? Like, I could hit Stein, of course. I don't really think that's too much better. I don't think I need to use the True Nade here. If that's just a single set Solemn Judgment, it sucks, but it's okay. I'm just going to tribute for Jinzo, I think. I think that's the... It is. Okay. Alright, well... God. Yeah. MST Tribe there is just completely broke this open. I could have used True Nade, but... I don't know, I kind of thought it may not be just one Solemn Judgment back there, but... I don't know. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, reasoning. Excellent. Do I True Nade here? Do I wait? We know there's one Thunder Dragon in hand. I kind of just want to wait. See if my opponent flips this up. That makes Stein much, much worse. But I've got Monster Gate for Stein. Yeah, I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to pass the turn. And understand that this could be wrong. But I think we may have a higher chance. I don't care about Kaiku too much. No, they're not going to flip the other monster up. Okay. Kaiku's fine. Out of Stein range. They're not going to activate. Oh, Snatch Steal? Excellent. Excelente. Okay. Let's try and Trunade. Let's hope we don't hit 2 Steins in a row. That'd be very bad. How about a Demock? The call 8. Okay, how about not a Demock? How about a Blowback Dragon? Accepting Blowback Dragon. That's Demock. Alright. I'll take this Kaiku. And I'll Monster Gate it. This is not my day, is it? I'm going to hit Stein. Facilier? Okay. That's not awful. Do I meta for King Dragoon, or do I just try to win? We know one card in hand is Thunder Dragon. God. Oh, there's blowbacks in the graveyard, right? That was the first card I put there, so I couldn't hit that anyway. Alright, I'm just going to attack. I'm going to try to win on the next turn. If it's Knight Assailant, yep, okay. I guess I could have read that as Knight Assailant. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, and like, even if I read it as Knight Assailant, I put a King Dragoon out there, and I could see, yeah, just get mopped up. If this is a Chaos Sorcerer, obviously King Dragoon would be very good. But like, I think, yeah, like putting out the King Dragoon is playing a little to, not lose the game a little bit. King Dragoon is good, but I think just attacking with the Facilier, trying to win on the next turn or whatever is a little bit better of a try to win the game approach, but it's not going to work out here. I'm not going to win. My Snatch is gone. I think my Brain Control is gone too. I'm at 800 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, Giant Trunade's nice. It doesn't matter. Ring of Destruction. You got it. Okay, so definitely some things here that could have been done differently, but man, people are really into just showing all their cards. We're gonna drop down to 805. Not my best day. Not my best plays. Not the best luck either. I know we've been doing really, really well with luck, but one of these videos had to come soon where I wasn't, because like let's just go look at the dual records really quick, because we've been kind of on an unreal run right here, right? Like, yeah. Almost got the full green screen here again. Would have had I not thrown the first one. So we almost got another 10-match winning streak. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 wins in a row here. And then, of course, we had this just ridiculous winning streak. The record's awesome. Some days, things are just going to be a little off and aren't going to go your way. And that's just how it's going to be. But, we're still in the 800s. We're doing just fine here. 58 and 22 overall. I'm still at 805. Everything's all right. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better the next time, and maybe we'll play a little bit better the next time and win some more matches. But pretty long one here today. Mistakes aside, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with the next one.